To the Irish politicians referring to the riots in Belfast as pogroms, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, the word pogrom was coined by the English to specifically describe the attacks the Germans and the Russians carried out specifically on Jewish people, which was legally supported by the state. The riots in Belfast are completely different. Now, while I'm completely opposed to setting fire to buses or attacking servicemen, the houses that are being attacked at the moment are owned by landlords. Some of them, I've pointed out, are actually loyalist supporters, which is a whole strange dynamic to the thing. That these landowners, they're being attacked because they're getting state money to house quite often illegal migrants, which does displace the local population and has ruined the future of our country. Now, on an emotional level, I'd be sympathetic to some of the migrants that are fleeing. Well, they're not really fleeing for their lives, and none of them are being murdered, hence it's not as bad as a pogrom. But I'm sympathetic to the human element. But it's just too hard to be sympathetic to the landowners, the landlords who've been making billions off our misery. The fact that we don't build enough houses and there's too many people coming in. And that situation benefits a small minority of people. That while Irish people north and south of the border have been complaining about the housing prices, cost of living and things like that, nobody has come to help us. And it's also the fact that they keep using this Jewish terminology to describe political situations they don't like. All Irish politicians support the Palestinians that on the 7th of October carried out the biggest attack on Jewish people, well, since the Arab pogroms in the 50s. So, yeah, like, how can you support the Palestinians kidnapping and raping people and like torturing people in tunnels for years at a time, and the Palestinians are still trying to wipe out the Jews? And here in Ireland, anyone who's sympathetic towards Jews or speaks Hebrew or just wears a Star of David gets attacked. And like 2 weeks ago, outside the church, people were protesting with Palestinian flags and swastikas. That's a real pogrom. So again, I'm sympathetic towards any servicemen who are getting injured. They just want to serve their communities. And I'm sympathetic towards migrants who don't know what's going on and are running away. But I'm not sympathetic towards the people who profit from our misery. No way. So at the end of the day, as an Irishman, as a Gael, as a patriot, I mean, I have more in common with an Ulsterman than I do an Arab who literally tries to cut off our heads. And we're wrong.